On this week's Digital Marketing News, the first industry report on experience optimization, new tools from LinkedIn and Google, the cure for viral video, and I don't understand why we don't understand artificial intelligence in marketing.
Welcome to the Digital Marketing News. I'm Tiffany Allen.
And with your first story this week, I am Joshua Knight. Or should I say, yo soy Joshua Knight.
Oh, yeah?
Or je suis Joshua Knight.
So multilingual.
Aha. Not only am I multilingual, but one of our favorite social media sites is now multilingual as well.
Really?
Turns out a hashtag client, LinkedIn, has rolled out a new Translate This feature into their newsfeed. Now, this is going to cover 60 languages, ranging from your Germans and your Japaneses to your Spanish, your French, and of course, English. And it should show up on comments and on stories in your feed. So this is cool for people who use LinkedIn, and it's also, I think, cool for marketers. I don't know that I would trust it for the entirety of my translating and localization needs, but it can be useful if somebody posts on your article that they loved it or hated it in a language you're not familiar with. Could also be useful for checking on some competitor articles that they're posting in other languages and other regions.
Yeah.
So I think this is cool, and all we have to do to use it is get on LinkedIn.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool how LinkedIn is trying to optimize user experience.
Optimize experience, you say?
Yeah, so my next story deals with exactly that sort of item. A new report from Forrester called the Forrester Wave Experience Optimization Platforms in Q2 2018 studied 8 experience optimization platforms with substantial user bases and market visibility. It's the first kind of its kind here. As you can imagine, Adobe was rated in the top category of leader. Other platforms like Optimizely, Evergage, Monetate, and SAS landed second in the tier of strong performers, and Oracle, Dynamic Yield, and SiteSpect placed as contenders. Nobody ranked in the bottom quadrant of challengers, though. So all of these platforms are doing relatively well in the kind of field that they're meant to be in. The thing that I found interesting is that the report actually highlighted a couple of opposites, basically, between these two platforms. So Optimizely, for example, was rated highly for testing and targeting, but gave relatively low scores for its recommendations engine, where, on the other hand, Evergage scored highly on the recommendations engine and behavioral targeting, but lags in testing.
So I think we're still looking for the perfect platform.
Absolutely. So yeah, Adobe was the top performer there, but the report itself details kind of all of these different features. You do have to pay for it, but it is a really, really interesting platform report if you're looking to get into the optimization game in that way.
So I would say catch the wave.
Catch the wave. All right, well, I'll step out of frame and let you take the next one.
All right, catch me right over here for the next story. So for our next story, we have, well, a clip that I kind of hope will go viral, because when a video goes viral, you get a whole bunch of views and shares, and then, there kind of isn't an and then, right? It's kind of a goal in and of itself and doesn't really have the follow-up built into it. So that's partly why what we're seeing from marketers and publishers right now, according to this recent article, is that people are shifting from trying to create that single viral clip to a more episodic, more serialized, more long-form kind of thing. So it's kind of like how BuzzFeed started out doing the kind of stunts, like with the exploding watermelon on Facebook Live, and now they've kind of moved to series where they have individual hosts that do episodes. And it seems like video platforms are picking up on this too. So like Facebook Watch is kind of organizing things into channels, and YouTube also is doing that kind of subscription model. The other possibility for brands doing this is that serialized content like that is syndicatable to other platforms. So you could come up with a series that could then go on a YouTube, on a Facebook, or even like Vox has done and Vice has done, could go onto Netflix. So it's an interesting trend to be watching right now. Publishers have really caught on to this idea that viral content is not the be-all and end-all, and I think that will end up perpetuating out to marketing as well. So I would say those short clips still have value for marketers. However, we should be looking forward to this more serialized content that aims at delivering value over time and really aims at building an audience, which is kind of the newest form of currency in marketing. Tiffany?
Thanks, Josh. So my next story is about Google. So after last week's announcement that Google is grouping together their advertising into 3 new brands, so Google Ads, Google Marketing Platform, and Google Ad Manager, they're doing the same essentially to their partners program. So before, where these things were separated by Google Marketing Partners, Google Analytics Certified Partners, and Google DoubleClick Partners, they're now lumping it into 3 categories basically. So you have Google Certified Individuals. Those are individuals who complete their certifications. There are certified companies, so firms who have multiple individuals who work there who have completed their certifications. And then Google Sales Partners. So those are, they sell Google marketing services basically and are partners with Google. So there's 3 different options. You can still take your analytics and other certifications on your own or as part of your company's kind of certified group to become a partner. But the rest of that registration is coming soon in terms of whether or not your company can register to be a Google partner. So we'll see how that affects agency relationships going forward and consultant relationships going forward. The interface is similar, but you might have to go a different route to take that training. Okay, back to us.
Thanks, Tiffany. Our final report comes from the folks at Everstring and Heinz Marketing, and it is about how marketers don't know what AI means. I mean, I'm gathering that they know what AI stands for artificial intelligence. But as for how to use it effectively in marketing, it feels like maybe not so much. We're not quite there. So 32% of marketers said they're not confident in their knowledge of AI at all. 54% said they're only somewhat confident, and only 12% said they were very confident.
Yeah, and it's interesting in terms of how they're using it or not using it as well. So 49% of marketers surveyed said that AI had no current role in their marketing, which makes sense if a lot of folks don't know what it is or what it does.
Right.
30% said they use it to identify market opportunities, and 14% said that AI is used to project future revenue opportunities and performance.
And it seems like there's a lot of potential here, but we still haven't unlocked it yet. It seems like for the past couple of years it has been the just over the horizon. And so is AI going to be the new, how virtual reality was for 20 years? It was always 5 years away. So I don't know, but I mean, marketers are pretty hopeful for AI. 59% of them said they would likely use AI to help identify prospective customers, and 40% said they expect to use it to find these micro trends and kind of capitalize on these tiny moments as they pop up.
Yeah, and 41 said they expect it to help them identify specific account opportunities, so a little bit more of that account-based marketing angle.
Oh yeah. I mean, what we're coming down to is marketing is going to be moving very quickly. Those little moments are going to come and go quick, and people expect so much personalization now. So it's either we do a whole lot of hard work, or we figure out how the computers can do it for us, and then we just get to sit around and boss around computers all day.
I would love that job. No, computer, you do this.
Yeah, come on, computer.
Yeah, or okay, computer?
Perhaps. Well, I'm glad that we didn't leave you high and dry with this week's news. So we're just going to creep on out of here.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with more digital marketing news. If you need more in the meantime, you can, of course, follow me at Tiffany_Allen on Twitter or TopRank at TopRank.
And you can find me on Twitter at Nitewrites. That's NITEWRITES. And if you like us and want us to be your kid A, I think, you could subscribe to us and also hit that little notification bell so you will get a message every single time that we put new content up for you to consume.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.